Assalamu alaikum, sabah khair. I'm going to jump straight into this video. As you can tell by the title, it is going to be a clean with me video, and it is like 6:30 in the morning on a Friday, and it's because it's Jumu'ah. I waited all week. Basically, I just made sure my kids didn't lift a finger, which wasn't hard to do because really I have to tell them to clean up anyway after school. So this is what the classroom looks like a week after not lifting a finger, not doing anything, so that I can make an authentic clean with me video. And I wanted to jump straight in, so let's get started. Hopefully this inspires somebody to get up and get cleaning. I just can't stand those videos where the person already has a very clean place and they pretend like they're vacuuming, and it's like, really, come on now. So anyway, this is about, I want to say, a good 3 weeks of not straightening up this bookshelf. But this room, oh goodness, this room is a good week since last Saturday. Yeah, today is Juma. So yeah, let's this is for my kids just playing. They actually balled up some old drawings and things like that, just playing basketball. This waste bin, this garbage can, doesn't even belong in here. The black one actually is actually the one that belongs to the classroom. That goes in my kids' room. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so what I usually do in order to get me through my cleaning spurt or my binge cleaning is I'll watch another Muslim YouTuber who's cleaning up her house or something like that, or someone who's organizing or rearranging their furniture, and I'll listen to whatever they are saying, or I'll watch some homeschoolers just to get some motivation going. And that is what pulls me through, because if I end up talking to someone on the phone, then I'll end up sitting down and really not getting the work done. So like I said, this has been a week of not making my kids pick up after themselves because I needed to make an authentic video. And since I love watching videos where people are cleaning as I'm cleaning, I thought I would make one myself, and the easiest way to do that is to not have them pick up so that the video can be authentic, because every day after class we have a messy classroom. So I knew this would be easy to accomplish because, you know, we have to pick up every day after class. And if we don't pick up, the things accumulate. So hey, I knew this would be easy peasy, like I said. Another thing I wanted to show you is this nifty light that I got on OfferUp, and it says love to read. I don't think you can see that in the lighting, but it's made out of Scrabble blocks. It's a light, but it's made like Scrabble blocks, and it was $5 on OfferUp, and it retails for $30 at Books A Million. So that was a win for me. I love purchasing things off of OfferUp, especially if they're new in the box, never been used before, and it supports my neighbor. So yeah, if you have the app, kudos for you, and if you don't have it, check it out. And you know, no, this is not a paid ad, but to save you $1 or $2, I'd definitely check out OfferUp. You can get some really nice things on there for a really nice price. Moving on to this side of the room, I'm really just trying to pick everything off the floor. Even if I put it on the desk first, the things that I'm putting in the bin obviously are trash, such as crayon wrappers, and like if one of my kids took the wrapper off of their crayon or balled up their papers or things like that, that's what's in this room. It's not really like najasa, hukmi or haqiqi or anything like that. It's just basic things like shredded paper from a project that they cut up, or if they were playing with the pointer sticks or the yardstick and it's laying down, and or if my daughter brought her toys in or her puppets or something like that, then that's what's really in here. It's not so much of filth like Najah said. It's just a really junky classroom after not picking up for a week. Here I wanted to show you all the inside of the desk. It's just papers and erasers, maybe some pencils. So I recorded with my phone, and I was going to show you the inside of it because I didn't feel like lifting the camera off of the tripod mount and just going through all of that. So I just took a quick clip inside of the desk with the phone. Now I have my tea, so it's on, and I was going to talk on the phone with my sister, but I figured if I make a phone call, then I probably would not get this room clean because I'd more than likely end up relaxing and just having a conversation on the phone. I probably would have ended up on the back porch just drinking my tea and chatting with my sister. So what I do is go through the papers, and when I sort them, I sort drawings and such from the actual schoolwork, and the drawings go into the trash bin, and the that looks so silly with me drinking that fast or sipping that fast. But anyway, the drawings will go into the trash bin, and the actual schoolwork goes into their folders, and I hang on to those for, until the end of the school year, and then we can dispose of them. This year my kids have a lot of schoolwork online, so hopefully we don't have to have as many papers at the end of the year to get rid of, because sometimes it's hard to sort through what you want to keep and what you don't mind losing. So hopefully it won't be so much at the end of the year. These are magazine holders from IKEA, or their IKEA brand, but I actually purchased them from OfferUp, the app I was talking about before. And what I'm going to do here is sort through my baby's, my 4-year-old does not know how to put her books away in order yet, but she loves pulling out her books, so I would never discourage her from pulling them out. So the method I've come up with here is just to put them in the magazine holder, and she can pull out the entire magazine holder, pick through whichever book she's interested in reading that day or that night, and then she can put the magazine holder back. We've already tested it before I made this voice over, so it's not heavy for her, and so far it's working really well. This is a pretty neat idea. I wish I had thought of it earlier in life because I would have done it with my sons too before they were old enough to know how to put their own books away. As you can see, the cubes above the section with the magazine holders, those are my son's cubes, and they know how to put their books back. It's just my daughter who's still learning how to do it, so this is a very nice hack, or a quick way to have the bookshelf remain aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Just to have it remain looking in some type of tidy order for a while. I still have to organize or go through my son's books, and I should have done it earlier in the year, but I didn't. And it's not so much that I procrastinated, it's just I wasn't in a rush to get rid of some of their old books. Sometimes it's a book that I feel like they haven't had long enough, but if they're over the book, then I need to be over the book and get rid of it, dispose of it, however, drop it off, donate it, whatever it takes to get that book out of here. That's what I need to do with it. And sometimes, like I said, I feel like I just purchased the book, but they're over it pretty quick because they've read it too many times and they've just moved on to something else, really. Since those magazine holders only hold 3 per cube, I have to fit some books on the side to fill in that space because they don't fit inside of the magazine holder either. And then there's the sorting through some of the items that I have in order to make another video on homeschooling that I'm not ready to use those items yet, but I have to keep them in order to make the video. So that's what I'm keeping in that bottom drawer on the bookshelf. And this clear cube or tote box has a lot of paper supplies like printing paper, construction paper, cardstock, things like that. And I'm looking into getting different curtains because I have such ideas for my curtains, but I haven't found what I'm looking for yet. I might end up making what I'm looking for because I haven't found it yet, that's all. Now the room seems to look cluttered, but I am going to clear it out. I'm telling you, I have a plan in my head. Okay, it is now 9:09 and I still have a heap of work left to do, so I'm going to try to move as quickly as I can because we always get started by 9:30, or we try to get started by 9:30, so I'm going to get as much as I can get done. And I'm just moving the furniture around now, the desks and such, just because in my head I can see this chaos coming to order, but look at that heap of stuff I still have left to go. So I'm just going to try to get rid of a couple of things, like this file cabinet. Just going to try to get it out of the room. And all of this mess. So you got to hear a little bit of what I was listening to, and it was another mom who's talking about her kids and how she runs her household. And it's really inspirational to listen to other mothers and their ideas and things like that, just because you know you're not alone in it. And that is really why I make these videos, because there are so many of us out there and so many Muslims out there who need that, I want to call it interaction or social interaction, although this is, it's not face to face, or, you know, it's not in person, but sometimes there are too many barriers. Like, you might live on the other side of the world, so there are too many barriers and you can't meet with other moms who you can relate to. And here we are connecting online like this. So this is not supposed to replace our friendships, but it is a bridge to help you get across them, or across or through to the next day, just because sometimes with motherhood it becomes very monotonous, and you need to make sure that you are still sane by finding that there are other mothers out there. Right quick, I had to show her work, but you have to find that there are other mothers out there who are doing similar to you. Now, about those cords beneath this desk, I have to get some cord control, which is simply zip ties and 3M hooks onto the back of the desk, and voila, those cords will be gone very soon, inshallah, probably tomorrow. Oh, let me know what types of cleaners. Let me know in the comments what types of household cleaners you use. My plan is to switch to more natural. I've already started with vinegar and water, and I use some, what is it called? My friends in Commerce, Georgia they're probably all answering right now. Essential oils or something like that. Anyway, here is a recap of what the room looked like before. And it's just to remind you of the horror. And here is the after. Excuse the shaky camera, I'm just dismounting it off of the tripod so I can give you an overview, of the entire room. That is the projector screen. We still have to mount the projector to the ceiling for our science classes and videos. And this is our this is our cameraman over here, the tripod mount. And these pails are like safely tucked behind the monitor because I don't have the S hooks for those yet, which I plan to put the pails on this pegboard up here with the S hooks, because the pails hold their small items for like their science projects, excuse me. And these cars, my son fidgets a lot, so while he's in math class or listening to one of his studies, he just plays with the cars, and believe it or not, it helps him. My daughter drew on the chalkboard, on the whiteboard with permanent marker. And these are just some poster boards that I got for visual reminders from Dollar Tree. And there are the pointers and the yardstick. I moved my daughter's desk over to this window. I think it'll give her better lighting, and it gives an overall more spacious look to the room. I didn't bother with the top 2 cubes, but I just wanted to put the bottom 6 in order. And I really appreciate you all. If you have gotten this far through the video, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully this inspired you, and I hope to see you all in another video soon, inshallah.